And so St. George hops on his white steed, and he rides to the lake, where he sees a huge mountain with a cave at the bottom. Stench of sulfur, it's wafting from it. And so he shouts at the top of his lungs into the cave and says, "Come out, dragon! I challenge you to a fight!" And so, all of a sudden, the mountain moves, and massive dragon looks down at George and says, "Sir Knight, I accept your challenge, but why the fuck are you shouting up my arse?" I love that, sir. Up his arse.
Sir, you have to come with me quickly. The surgeon too.
Can't you see we're in the middle of serious debate?
No, please, come quickly, before it's too late.
What's going on?
This is Chertan. He leads the humans.
He has been stabbed. Tudo bem. Kitchen outdoors.
Who did it?
We will not get anything out of him in this state. We must get him to the infirmary before he bleeds to death.
Someone, please explain to me. What the fuck is going on here?
They said they just found him like this.
These two, they were on guard in the tower, and out of the blue they heard a scream.
When his men find out about this, we'll be lucky to not end up in the same position as him.
We've got to move him quickly. He's in plain sight here.
Quick, before it's too late.
I'll help you with him.
You two, go to the gate. Don't let anyone in. You got it?
What are your orders, Lord of Burblaka?
What do you think? Catch the bastard who did it!
Well, that never would have occurred to me. We're lucky to have you here.
Don't make me mad. If your men had done their sentry duty properly, we could have spared ourselves this fuck-up.
I'll deal with Aldebert and Radovan, don't you worry. But now we have to do something.
All right. You search this place, and I'll go to see Chertan in the infirmary.
Right now? What good can you do there? Be better if you help me here.
Do what I said and don't concern yourself with me. I'll go where I want, when I want.
Fine. Go to hell for all I care. So, Henry, Chertan's at death's door. Musa is up to his elbows in his guts. Grosov won't do a fucking thing. And I'm pissed out of my head. I'd like to hear any suggestions.
Well, the most important thing is to keep this hushed up. Things will really go to shit if anyone finds out.
It's true. Doesn't take much to get that Kuman rabble's blood up. I don't want to end up in a goulash. We're gonna have to sort this out. Being a commander here is a right pain in the arse. Soldiering was different in my day. Nobody would have dared stab an officer right in the camp. Kurva. You know what, soldier? I'm gonna go and take care of something in my tent for a while. And you take a torch and search this place.
All right. Go and get some rest, and I'll take a look around.
What do you fucking mean, rest? I'm going to have a think. Fucking and drinking until we're all slaughtered.
And lo and behold, where might this trail of blood lead to? Catherine was right. I'll never get such a massive cannon out of here. I have to get Katz to move it out of the camp somehow. Oh, there's powder all over the place. One spark and the whole store would be blown sky high. Are the soldiers really so lax? Or could there be more to it than that? Someone washed off some blood here. So this is where Chertan lives. That's one serious lock. There must be something important inside. Those Chertan money. Sakra. Right. I've searched the whole place.
Did you find anything?
In Chertan's tent, I found a document that says Grozav owes him a lot of coin.
First of all, you can read? I didn't expect that. Second, and more importantly, don't tell anyone, all right? Grozov might think we suspect him of something, and we certainly don't. Not until we find more evidence, at least. Let's hope Chertan can tell us something. Come on, let's go and see if Musa's done with him yet.
Where the fuck have you been all this time? While you lot have been playing with cocks up there, Chertan croaked.
What? Musa couldn't save him?
That fucking sawbone of yours finished him off, more like. He took one of his pagan potions and poured it down his throat.
Can someone explain what the fuck happened here?
Chertan's dead. Not from his wounds. He was poisoned. So Grozav is right about that. But he could not be more wrong about the rest.
How dare you, you foreign dog!
Calm down, sir. Go on, Musa.
When Chertan was brought here, he was bleeding heavily, and his wounds needed stitching. But he survived. Then I gave him some wine to prepare him for treatment. That is the usual procedure. But what was not usual was that he started vomiting blood. And then he died.
What nonsense is that?
Someone must have poisoned the wine while I was not looking.
Oh, he was hiding under the table waiting for you to turn your back, was he?
Where did you get the wine from? I thought you didn't drink.
As I said, I give it to wounded men to ease their pain and for certain complaints. At the right dose, it can be very beneficial. It is not all that common in my country, but I follow the teachings of the great scholar Ibn Sina. You Christians know him as Avicenna. I tried other alcohol as well, but drinking mead makes my patients worse. And if I give them beer, they almost always shit themselves.
That's enough. Keep an eye on this fiend till I bring the guards.
Wait, sir. I have no idea what happened here, but Musa is definitely innocent. Chertan was stabbed first, wasn't he? And Musa was with me in my tent when that happened.
So, he's in league with someone else.
With one of the half-wits here? I doubt that.
Are you sure you're not trying to cover for him?
I beg your pardon.
Don't try that on me. I know very well you and that foreigner are best pals.
I will happily take an oath. I may not be a nobleman like you, but that doesn't mean I don't have my honor.
There's no way Musa is to blame. Even if he wanted to kill Chertan, he must have known that suspicion would fall on him first.
The lad's right.
Might I say a word about this matter?
You can be glad you're not in irons.
Please, sir. Give me some time, and I will bring to you the real murderer. We won't leave this place until we clear this up. You have my word.
So I'm supposed to let a murderer go and put up with you in my camp meanwhile. Are you yanking my pizzle?
But, sir...
Silence! Musa will remain under guard in his tent. He will not speak to anyone until the royal justiciar arrives from Sedlets. He'll deal with him. And my advice to you two is to sit on your asses and twiddle your thumbs. If word gets out that Chertan's been done in, things will get pretty hot around here for all of us.
Where do you think you're going, Henry? Stay here and talk. What do you say to all this?
Well, sir, I may not understand what all this is about, but I think we should help Musa somehow.
I'm glad we see eye to eye on this.
What are we going to do then?
That's what I'd like to know. We have to find the real murderer as quickly as possible. But what do I know about that? I'm not the royal justiciar.
You really don't have any idea what to do next?
How could I? We should probably talk to Musa. Find out exactly what happened.
But Grozav has him under guard.
And there's no way I can get to him. Everyone knows my face. But you could do it.
Me?
Who else, soldier? I need help. Someone I can trust. And you spent the whole evening with me, so you're not a suspect. You have to get rid of the guard somehow, and get to Musa.
Well, I know one of the bathhouse wenches. Maybe she could distract the guard while I slip past and talk to Musa.
That's not a bad idea. If you can talk her into it, that's bound to work. Off you go, then.
How much time do we have for this investigation?
2 days at most, I'd say. Then Sigismund's deputy will arrive from Sedlitz. And Henry, be careful. I'm depending on you.
Careful! Careful.
Good men, so you can avoid danger. Hear what I say about the great thing.
There's something I need your help with.
Oh, what a surprise. What is it this time?
There's a guard posted outside Musa's tent. I need to lure him away for a while. So I thought...
That I could use my feminine charms on him?
Something like that.
You're out of luck. I have my own problems now. I told you when I was bathing you, remember? But maybe if you were to help me out...
You said you needed my help with something?
I do. It's just... Well, it's not easy to talk about, you know? Someone's been following me. I haven't actually seen anyone, but I can't help feeling someone staring at me all the time. And once, I even heard something.
What did you hear?
The other night, I was woken up by a man's voice. Like he was standing close by and whispering.
Do you think someone's found out who you are?
Judging by the mumbling, I reckon this is about something else entirely. But you never know what a creep like him might notice. I'd feel a lot better if you could get rid of him somehow.
Did you understand what the bloke was saying?
Not a word. It didn't sound like Czech.
What did it sound like? Polish? German?
Hungarian. You can't mistake their gibberish for anything else. I reckon it was some Cuman.
When did all this happen?
About 2 days ago. It was quite late at night. I haven't slept a wink since.
Has anything else strange happened?
No. Except maybe... I lost a shoe.
A shoe? Just one?
That's just what's so strange about it. If both went missing, I just think someone stole them. But one? What good is one of my shoes to anyone?
I could think of a few things.
Yuck.
Let's hope it's nothing serious. But we should find the bloke and have a word with him.
What do you plan to do?
Well, if he really did steal your shoe, Mutt could track him down.
That's not a bad idea. But you'd have to give him something to get the scent.
You've got the other shoe, don't you? You can't walk around with one shoe on anyway. And Mutt's dependable.
It's not Matt I'm worried about. Just sort things out with a creep, that's all I care about.
I could lure him out of the camp and slit his throat, couldn't I?
I could manage that myself, but it would only cause trouble. Is that really the best you could think of? Give him a fright, beat him up. Just don't kill him.
All right. I'll see what I can do.
Thank you. But now go. We both have work to do.
Heal! Here, Matt. Search.
You have a kind master, eh, doggy?
What is it, boy? Is this where the shoe thief lives? That's Catherine's. So this is where the Cuman who won't leave her alone lives. So it's you. You're the Cuman that keeps bothering the black-haired bath wench. You'll leave her alone. Got it?
Mi van. Nem értem.
What are you on about? You don't understand a word I say, do you?
Bathhouse. Das bad. Washing. Bathhouse wench. Woman. No watching. 9. Got that? Igen?
Igen? Aha. A fürdős lány. Miért ne? Minek ütöd bele az orrod? Igen, szeretem.
You and the bathhouse girl? No. You go away. Leave her alone. Otherwise, bang, bang. No more balls. Bruises. You understand that, don't you? Fight.
Bassza meg, ember, nyugodj meg! Bad girl alone, értem, jól van.
You look like you understand. See how easily we came to an agreement?
I'm at your service.
I found the Cuman who was stalking you. He's called Chertan, and I reckon you won't have any more trouble from him.
Oh, thank God. How did you convince him to stop?
I just told him a woman like you wouldn't waste her time with someone like him.
And he understood? Have you learnt Cuman? Or did you explain it with your fists? And what about my shoes?
Here they are. Both of them.
Thank God for that. I was afraid I'd have to steal someone else's. And Henry?
What?
Thank you. You're a good man. I owe you one.
So you'll lure the guard away from Musa's tent? I scratched your back.
All right, what can I do with you? I'll try to lure him to the bathhouse. But then we're quits, right? I hope he won't stink at least.
A bit longer and I'll be hunched over like my granny.
May God give you health, sir.
God be with you. Keep the peace and we'll stay friends.
God be with you.
Good day, soldier boy. What are you standing around here for?
I'm on guard.
My word. What are you guarding?
That's a secret.
Oh, good lord. You must be very important to get a task like that, eh?
I reckon. This is child's play for me. You should see me in battle.
Ooh, I'm sure I'd be terrified.
You'd have nothing to fear, dearie. I'd protect you.
How gallant. Oh, you ought to be rewarded for that. Wouldn't you like me to give you a nice bath?
Well, I can't deny I've been standing here for quite a while. I stink like a pig's ass.
Oh, no. That's your manly fragrance. Oh, it's irresistible. Shall we go then?
All right. Well, it's not like that moose is going anywhere.
Henry? What are you doing here? Grozav said...
Nah, to hell with Grozav. Katz believes you didn't do it. We have to clear your name somehow.
I truly appreciate that. But I am not sure that is possible. Tinje sireye, mene mene sireye.
What?
It is a proverb from my country. It means the road to truth has many twists and turns.
Well, we'll straighten them all out. Don't worry. But I'm gonna need your help. What happened when you brought Chertan to the infirmary?
I already told you everything. We laid him on the table. Crow went his own way and I started cleaning Chertan's wounds. Then I gave him some wine to drink. And he suddenly began to shake and vomit blood soon after. He was dead.
And what happened next?
Then the noble lord of Borumlaka arrived and started to go mad.
Did Chertan say anything before he died?
He tried to, but my Hungarian is not as good as I thought. He was coughing so much that I could not understand anything.
What about that wine? Could I take a look at it?
Lord Grozav poured it away in anger before you arrived, so that I could not poison anyone else, he said.
He poured it away? When it could have helped us? The wine was evidence.
Evidence that here in Bohemia you will drink, even vinegar. It smelt and looked the same, as always. Except perhaps it was a little more cloudy.
Where was the wine from, actually?
A bathhouse maid brought it to me along with my clean laundry. A very pretty girl. Black hair, nicely built. Catherine, I think she's called.
Catherine? Are you sure?
Absolutely. But I doubt that she was mixed up in this. Chertan was not the first person I gave the wine to today. The wine must have been poisoned here, in my infirmary.
All right. But what now? How will we find the murderer?
I have done some thinking about that. After all, what else can I do here? The best thing would be to investigate the poison. Every poison has different effects. One makes your hair fall out. Another turns your guts inside out. If we discover what poison was used on Chertan, we just have to find it, and the mystery is solved.
But wouldn't it be enough to search the whole camp? I don't imagine many people here keep poison on them, eh?
You would be surprised, my friend. I may not be an expert, but I know that many everyday things are actually poisonous. What is more, you cannot just run around the camp searching people and then try to figure out which of that horde is the murderer.
How can we identify the poison, then?
That is not hard. I examine the dead body, I find the symptoms of the poison, and I compare them with known effects of poisons. That is, I would, if I could get out of here.
And could I help you somehow? Can't be that hard, can it?
Certainly not. Why study something for years when common sense is enough? I'm sorry. That was not courteous of me. I am sure you will manage somehow. The first thing to do is to go to Chertan's corpse and examine it thoroughly. Arms, legs, face. You must remember everything that looks strange to you. In the infirmary, you'll find a chest. Take from it my almanac of poisons and compare what you saw with the symptoms described there. You can read, I hope.
Aye, pretty well.
Excellent. The chest is locked, but I trust you will manage somehow.
Right. Examine Chertan's body and read the book. I can manage that.
I'm always glad to see polite people like you. God be with you.
Greetings, Master Guard.
All right. Here we go. Holy Mary, Mother of God, don't let me miss anything. And forgive me for what I'm doing to this unfortunate wretch. He looks a bit ruddy. But is that from the poison? Or was he just drunk? I can't see anything strange here. No bruises or broken lips. No signs of poisoning. Ah, what a stench. He coughed up some blood, all right, but he also threw his guts up. Ah, there's no way I'm examining that. That's a nasty wound. I almost feel sorry for Chertan. But why would someone kill him in the most heavily guarded part of the camp, instead of trying to lure him outside? Oh, his belly's hacked to ribbons. Who could have butchered him like that, for God's sake? Almost everything is covered in blood. But there doesn't seem to have been much of a fight. I can't see anything ripped or sliced off. There's nothing missing. Whoever killed him, it doesn't look like a robbery. He looks horribly rigid and contorted. He must have died in awful spasms. Nothing strange here except the stiffness and broken nails. Could he have dug his nails into the table when the spasms started? And what's this here? Something that looks like warts. But did the poison cause them? Or was he a filthy pig and always had them? Completely rigid. Just like the arms. But, oh, Christ, what a stink! Ugh, he shot himself. I've heard it happens to the dead, but that much? Ugh. Maybe the poison did that. That'll have to do. I've found out enough. He had spasms, he shot himself, warts or lesions on his hands, as red as a poppy. But that could be from drinking or lots of things. I mustn't forget anything. That's the main thing.
Excuse me.
Who do you think killed Chertan?
I have no... Who do you think is... It might seem most of the people...
Well?
I think it must be some... And I would bet that it... And because it cannot be you, someone should question them all.
Well, I don't have much time, but I'll try to talk to them.
I am very grateful, my friend.
What if we forgot about finding the murderer? You'd be long gone before Gross...
Thank you for the offer. But... And even if I did get away...
Right, that's that. I should tell Musa. I read that book of yours, and I think I know now what Chertan was poisoned with.
What do you mean, you think? Do you know, or not?
The potion is called Kiss of Death. It causes vomiting, cramps, boils, and rapid death.
This name means nothing to me. I suppose I did not get that far in the book, but if you think the symptoms are the same, I will believe you. Are you sure it was that poison? Were there not more in the book?
Absolutely certain. The murderer couldn't have used anything else.
All right. I have no choice but to believe you. Now, we can only hope that the murderer has not had time to get rid of the evidence.
I better start searching fast, hadn't I? You said that the suspects are Grozav, Crow, and the 2 guards. This won't take long.
Wait a moment. There is something I must tell you.
Of course. Go on.
First, you should know that I am grateful for what you are doing. Were it not for your investigation, I probably would not be standing here. But I cannot stop thinking about how brilliantly you dealt with Mishek. Why would someone with your abilities want to enlist? I do not suspect you of Chertan's murder, of course. Do not worry. It is all strange, though. People have just been sitting around for months here. And all of a sudden you turn up, and everything is turned upside down.
Well, that's a good thing, isn't it?
Tell me the truth, my friend. Who are you? Really?
I don't know what you're talking about. Is this some kind of loyalty test or something? I'm just doing what I'm told to do. Is there something wrong with that?
I have more important things to do than to try to trick you. I am asking you sincerely, as a friend, who are you?
All right. I'll try to trust you. Maybe I'm not King Sigismund's most ardent supporter.
I knew it! I could tell straight away that you were cleverer than others in this camp.
You're pleased? Aren't you a courtier of his?
It was not my first choice. Or do you think I long to spend half my life in some dirty tent?
How did you come to be in Sigismund's court?
That is a long story. I once served Sultan Bayezid. Although the Osmans are not that welcoming to my people, the Sultan at the time received envoys from all over the world, so I was useful. But soon after, we found ourselves at war with Timur and his Golden Horde. Luckily, that is, luckily for me, it was around then that Sigismund's messenger came to see the Sultan. And I managed to persuade the Sultan to send me to Hungary as a goodwill gesture. I am sure you understand that I did not want to wait for Timur's savages to cut my head off. But let us just say that King Sigismund did not show me the respect my position is worthy of. Instead of making me his counselor and physician, he sent me here.
Well, you could go elsewhere if you don't like it here. I know a few people who would value someone like you.
I am grateful to you, my friend, but I must refuse. I have had many experiences in life and come out of them alive. And do you know why? Because I am a total coward. And not just that, I am duly proud of it. I would be very happy to get away from here and perhaps even return home, but only when I am sure I will survive the journey. So I think it will be best if we each go our own way.
You know nothing. I know nothing.
And this conversation never took place.
I'd better go and search the tents.
Good luck. I am depending on you.
Beautiful, but empty. No poison. I wouldn't mind a piece of that. For pain, exhaustion, fever, all healing remedies. Weaving something like that must have been one hell of a job.
God be with you. Keep the peace and we'll stay friends.
Greetings, Master Guard.
He's the camp commander, but it looks like a pauper lives here. I reckon Grozav's fallen on hard times. Grozav doesn't strike me as a keen reader. How could anyone drink all this? Oh, that's valerian, I believe. It helps relieve pain, but it's also used to make Dollmaker potion. But Chertan was poisoned with Kiss of Death. Or was he? The water smells of flowers of some kind. Like roses? Oak. And dry as a bone. Nails. Is Crow planning on building a cottage instead of a tent? But they're covered in some kind of dirt.
You're
Hold
always
on.
welcome here.
Nails, rosewater, oak bark. They're all used to brew Kiss of Death. Well, I doubt that pair of drunks could have killed Chertan even if they wanted to. Just a broom. Ugh, stinks of vomit. Nothing out of the ordinary.
Right. I found out all I could. I reckon I'm as ready for the trial as I'll ever be.
My word, you're bristling with confidence. We still have some time, so calm down, or you'll give yourself a fit. In the meantime, I'll go and get everything ready.
Well then, gentlemen. I understood from your letter roughly what happened, and I trust we can settle the matter quickly and quietly. But before we get started, I have to say you've disappointed me, Sir Grosov. King Sigismund placed his trust in you, but you don't seem to be up to the task.
That's not true. I took a few tattered tents and turned them into a proper military camp. Everything here is as it should be.
Only your soldiers seem to die from time to time, eh?
There are always problems, but as you can see, I can deal with them. We caught Musa of Mali in the act. You just need to pronounce judgment.
Sir, I can assure you that Musa did nothing wrong.
I was waiting for you to pipe up, cats. Tell me, why should I believe the word of a low-born drunkard? Especially when it seems you and Musa are good friends.
Because I can prove everything I say to you. I tasked Henry here, one of my best soldiers, to find out what really happened to Chertan.
Him? Well, I shall definitely have to hear what he has to say. Tell me, lad, why is Musa innocent, in your opinion?
Well, that's simple, sir. Musa was with me and Commander Katz at the time when Chertan was stabbed.
That doesn't prove anything.
Do you think I stabbed him? From afar?
Musa of Mali will remain silent until I personally ask him a question.
Katz and the boy were drunk. Musa could easily have disappeared for a while. Nobody would have noticed him in the dark anyway.
I find that hard to believe. But if it wasn't Musa, who did kill Chertan?
Chertan was killed by the camp commander, Grozov of Boromlaka.
What?
You scum! How dare you!
Silence!
You aren't going to let this peasant insult me, are you, sir? You should cut him down to size.
That can wait. First, I want to know how he came up with this insolent claim. And start at the beginning. What happened that night by the powder store, by your reckoning?
So Grozov was most likely trying to steal black powder. It's very valuable, and often gets stolen, I've heard. But Chertan caught him in the act. There was a fight, and that's how it ended.
Me? Stealing? What impudence!
What do you base this on?
There was powder scattered all over the storeroom floor. Chertan disturbed Sir Grozov, then he spilt the powder.
I've had enough of this. Another word and I'll have your tongue cut out.
But Sir Grozov, why are you getting so worked up over this simple fellow? You don't have anything to hide, do you?
Me? Of course not.
See then? We shall continue. What happened next? You carried Chertan to the infirmary? Isn't that right, Sir Musa?
Yes, sir. There, I gave him wine to drink, and I prepared to stitch his wounds, but he died before I could.
It seems someone poisoned the poor fella.
Grozov went to the infirmary a little before me and Katz. He could easily have had time to poison the wine Musa gave to Chertan.
What say you, Sir Musa?
It cannot be ruled out.
Well, Sir Grozov, what actually happened?
Why are you all still listening to that dung grubber? Where would I get hold of poison?
You brewed it up yourself. I found lots of valerian in your tent, which is used to make dollmaker potion. And that's exactly what was used to kill Chertan, sir.
That's enough. You'll die, you liar.
Silence! I've heard more than enough. Sir Grosov, you will come with me.
Me?
The king will not stand for wrongdoing among his nobles. That must be punished.
But I didn't do anything!
Don't make this harder than it need be.
Keep away from me!
Calm now, sir. Calm down.
Shut up, you worm! It's all your fault anyway! I won't let you put this on me, you hear?
You're mine!
Well, Sir Stibor, one problem is cleared up, and another one takes its place.
I wouldn't say that. We've rid the king of one idiot. It's just a pity Chertan had to die because of it. And I apologize to you, Sir Musa, for the unpleasantness you suffered.
My head will remain on my shoulders. That is the main thing.
What will happen to the camp now?
That is not your concern. I will personally take command. You just get rid of the corpse and clear out the royal tent for me.
With pleasure. We won't be staying long anyway, will we, Henry?
As you command, sir.
Then I do command, soldier. Go and pack.
Have I got time to stop by the baths? There's something I need to sort out there.
All right, but hurry. I don't intend to make the journey in the dark just because you want to dip your wick one last time. Careful.
I'm sorry. It's happening. The Praggers are leaving for Sedlets.
At last, I won't have to wash the humans' asses anymore.
Tell Zizka everything, so they're ready for the ambush.
I will. But be careful once it all starts. I wouldn't want Dry Devil blowing your brains out by mistake.
Greetings!
I'm sorry. Greetings.
Would you
Great. Happy to be a... How can I help?
Thank you, sir, and come again.
Everything all right, Sir Stibor?
All right, I'm ready. We can get out of here.
The sooner the better. Deserters, traitors, murders. I'm getting too old for all this. But the really heavy shit is still ahead of us. I can't imagine how I'm going to explain to the king that Sir Grozov, who he personally put in charge of his soldiers, is a murderer.
Well, maybe it won't be so bad, and Sir Stibor will back you up. I heard Sigismund wasn't too fond of Grozov.
It's just he can't say it openly, because the other nobles wouldn't like it. Well, let's leave it be now. Otherwise we won't get out of here before dark. Said let's await!
So the devil jumps him from behind a tree. But Pa, who's already got his blood up, just grabs him by the horns, wrestles him to the ground, and then starts giving the death such a hiding. The fur is flying off. Wait, fellas. After Pa was done with it, the devil... What he said... What the fuck?
I'll beat you to a...
No more mistakes! Got it! Next! I'll be done with you in a flash! The next one will finish you! Bandage! Quick! Oh, I hope that's enough.
You fucking traitor.
Calm down, or you'll faint again. You've lost a lot of blood.
What now? What are you going to do with me?
Well, you're a good man. You deserve an honorable death.
A commander should fall with his men. Prepare to fight! Take that! Didn't see that one coming, huh? Oh!